Just a really quick note, I had some technical difficulties, so unfortunately my war hits stop about 2.5 hits in. I do apologise, but yeah, if it ends, well, not if, when it ends abruptly, that's why. So I hope you enjoy the rest. Greetings, loyal minions. Welcome back to the Sci Show, the #1 ranked YouTube channel for people who like to be stupid, like me. That's me more so than anyone else. But if you like to do stupid things, I appreciate you. We all take life far too fucking seriously. Uh, you just need to do things you enjoy, do stupid things, have some fun, laugh at yourself, let everyone laugh at you, whatever. Have fun, enjoy things. So I did actually just record the absolute best greeting of all time and realised I hadn't turned my microphone on. So uh, yeah, I'm sorry you all missed out. It would have been life changing. Going to do the wheel, I think, with this war, we're actually losing quite badly, so it doesn't really matter what I do. I was tempted to follow the suggested move all the time, but I might try that in a future war. Let me know if you think that will be exciting, well, not so much exciting, but interesting to watch me just get annoyed because I can't make the moves I want and have to follow the stupid game. Anyway, this is kind of an exciting time. I'm recording my reaction to the wheel. It's exciting but nerve wracking at the same time doing the wheel. Depending on what mood I'm in, I'm kind of hoping for certain things to come up. Like, um, you know, we're losing today, so it doesn't matter. But I quite often like it if 4-1 comes up or 3-1-1. Even a rainbow. But what I'm going to do is shut up to start with because you're sick of me talking. I'm going to spin the wheel. Then I'm going to try to explain what type of team I try to take with each structure, if that makes sense. So if it comes up 3-1-1, I'll try to explain what I'm trying to do with my actual structure as to what type of heroes I take. I've probably done that a little bit in the past, but I'll try and do it a bit more. Anyway, let's tap the bloody wheel and see what happens. It's got a cat in it. It's going to just do something horrendous for me. Fuck no, I don't want to do autofill. I try to be as honest as I can, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm not doing autofill. We're spinning again. Whatever this one is, I'll do. 3, 2. Yahoo! Probably my least favourite. Yeah, that's all right. I'm just going to try and do a full start to finish. There may be some little gaps in between battles. I'm sure you don't really care about what I get, but I'm hoping you'll give me some luck. Yeah, no. All right, let's jump into war. We are way behind. As you can see, they have 73 flags. We have 77. So we're 4 flags in front, but we're like 1,700 points behind, basically. So not looking good. What did it say I was taking? 3-2. So 3-2 I find an interesting combination because it used to be basically standard. The 3 heroes were enough to get you a kill on one side of the team generally, and the other 2 heroes you would sort of take a healer and or maybe a support. It's not my favorite way of doing things because I feel like if you go 3-2, the 2 to me is a little bit restrictive. So I feel if you're going to take 3 heroes as a kill team and you've got 2 others, you might as well have supports in different colors because otherwise you're relying on that one color to get a heal and support. Again, not saying it doesn't work. It can work just fine. It's just not my favorite because if I'm taking that kill team of 3, I'm wanting my 2 support. I'd rather have a 1-1 of different colors to give me 2 different chances of getting something up, if that makes sense. I hope it does. Let's jump in. Look, there's so many teams here. They're actually like far above us, I would say, in overall power. They're kicking our butts. I think we may have won 5 in a row. So yeah, we'll see what happens. There's so many Bernadettes. I don't have heaps of counters, but we're just going to take this one. They've got some boost. Got sleep. Slingo does a bit. Minus mana generation. So they are red heavy. So I'm going to take 3 reds. Again, it's not I don't always colour stack, but I'm thinking here they've got some minus mana generation, so I wouldn't mind taking a couple of different mana generation type heroes. So I'm actually going to take Hathor, who can give me a little bit of mana. I just need to make sure she's on the right one. I don't want regen. Right. Wow. So it's 3-2. So I'm going to take a Pepper Flame. And I'm going to take... Now, they do have a Bernadette, so I do need some sort of protection against Bernadette. In which case, I might take 2 blues. I may not have... Just need to check the enemy. So things I'm thinking about here is how much attack do they have? He's attacking. So the healer's going to be good. It's really Bernadette, and then they're just going to wear me down. So I don't think I need huge attack power, but obviously I still need some attack power. So take another hitter. I think I'll take... So Hathor also helps me against that. Any other ailments they're going to put on me. Ward. Look, I might take... It's probably not the best idea taking Salamata, as there's no one dancing on the other team. But I think that's my best bet at getting... You know what? I might take Sparklight. Now the blues, I'm going to go a couple of blues. That's against... Just gives me a bit of extra tile damage against Bernadette. She's slow. I probably should have gone 3 blues, but my blue teams probably aren't as useful. I just want to build Pepper Flame up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is take another mana booster in Costume Ariel. And I'm going to take Lord Loki, just because he's a good counter to Bernadette. And now we'll see what happens. Again, there's so many different teams we could take. I could make a better team for Bernadette, just trying to abide by the 3-2 and see what sort of combinations I can come up with without just taking the heroes I would always take. So blues into Bernadette was a no-brainer. It also gave me the reds. Now, it's a matter of, do I try to get more blues on the board, or do I take what I've got? So I was trying to get it. I could see that there was a chance of getting blues over there without putting more tiles into Bernadette. I am going to put 3 into her now, hoping that some blues come up and I can get 2 different matches. And there we go. So it's worked. A treat to start with. I'm going to use Bernadette on herself. Going to get the mana boost running from Ariel. And just try and now get some reds to get some damage in. So one thing I try to explain to people is, if you're going to the battle with a strategy, don't abandon that strategy too early, if that makes sense. So some people, I say, that they may take a blue team to go against Bernadette, but then, so you're trying to kill her with blue tiles, but they end up abandoning that plan and say, oh, well, I'm just going to take this diamond because it might give me blue. Or they may be making moves where there's no blue on the board, that type of thing. So I hope that makes sense. We should be able to finish this off now. Obviously just trying to get rid of Bernadette to start with. Got the mana boost there of Hathor to boost them all along, plus also have Ariel giving a little bit of mana each turn, so should be able to get me charged back up enough to get the kill or to use Bernadette again. And again, this is where I didn't appear like I had enough attacking heroes, that type of thing, but it's just understanding what strategy you're trying to use to get the win. know, from here I can kind of just go on pretty quickly. I'm not going to lose from here, otherwise, you know, I'd go crazy. Don't make the mistake of copying one of the heroes that I have a ailment on them of the painting, because you'll just copy the painting. Some people think it's Horde War and they focus too much on the minions. Oh, I've got to take minion eaters, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. Again, I know not everyone has these heroes, but if you're fighting teams of a similar value, it's just taking the best strategy for the team that you're trying to wipe out. Let me know in the comments if you prefer commentary music. I know, you know, there's a few people that prefer one over the other. Do you like a mix? Again, always happy to try different things. So tell me what you want, and I will try my best to do it. And there we go. So 1 win down with 3-2. Again, hopefully that sort of helped you out. I didn't really discuss my overall strategy too much. That was against the team I was going with. But generally for 3-2, I'd probably generally take 3 hitters. It depends on the enemy team. If I don't have a lot of hitters, I'm happy to take a couple of healers to kind of just make sure that I'm staying alive the whole time and then just eke out the win over time rather than just straight up power. Don't have too many Bernadette counters, so I'll try a few different strategies against Bernadette. So we've seen one there. What I'll do now is I will try a... I'll try a straight up 3 blues to see how that works. And just because she's slow, it's just trying to get enough blues to then take her out. There's also another red in this team, so it makes good sense. So let's do that. I do have a dancer, which can help, but I'm not going to take the dancer in this case. I am going to just go 3 blue attackers. So I will take Chang'e, as Chang'e can stop the Bernadette casting her ailment anyway, so I'll take that. Don't have the best blue hitters, that's a trouble. Take Pofit for the defense down. Nearby allies get soft skin, so put her there. Now I need a 2 as well. Obviously I need a healer. I like to try and take a healer in my 3 stack. If there's someone that hits and heals, that to me is amazing. And some mega minions. I'm going to keep my dance counter to Bernadette for the next match as well. So really, I don't think it matters who I'm taking here. I just need a healer. What I'm going to do, though, is because I don't have a heap of attack power there, they're decent heroes, but they're not huge hitters. I'm going to take a healer that will do some damage, throwing Chrome, and I might also take 2 of the 1 color. I'm going to take Mina just to try and get some mana control. And what do we get? Yep, the blue plan has not worked at all as yet. I don't really have many greens there that I can do much with. So I've got a couple of moves. If I move that one to the right, it's going to cause a purple cascade. I've got some greens on that side of the board. The other move I'm looking at is a suggested move, which is going to clear some tiles. So this is where I'm talking about what my strategy is. My strategy was to take 3 blue heroes to try and get blue tiles into Bernadette. So if I move this tile, it's going to get rid of the 3 reds, the purple's going to move up, it's going to make a bit of a cascade, but there's no blue over there whatsoever. So that's not working into my strategy of trying to hit Bernadette with blue tiles. Now, it could be a great move. It could cascade and I could end up with a lot of blues. But from what I'm seeing on the board, that's not playing into my strategy. And it's the first move of the game. I don't want to abandon my strategy yet. So, because there's a blue here, I am going to take this move and see if I can get more blues in the middle that are going to help me with Bernadette. And there we go, it has. Now it's a matter, it's not enough. 3 blues are not going to kill her. But again, my strategy was to try and get blues into her. So there was no point taking a move that wasn't going to hit her. If I had blues in certain places, it's good to put tiles into other heroes that aren't Bernadette. Anyway, hope that all makes sense. Now we need to keep playing. We are going to... I can take that move, but it's going to get rid of a fair few tiles into Bernadette, which is not exactly what I want. Now, I'm continuing my strategy, so it's, do I take that one? Do I take this move? Do I actually just now try to get more blues on the board? Now, because I now have blues in the middle, if I make this move, it is putting 3 tiles into Bernadette, but it's also clearing some more tiles, and it could let some blue tiles come up. I could take that move into the Dragon Bomb, which would cascade some blues into Bernadette, but the 3 blues aren't enough. And if I move that one down, there's not really a chance of getting any other blues cascading at all. Again, I'm not saying there's always a right or wrong move, or the move I make may not be perfect, but I think I'm going to take this one to see if I can get some more blues in the middle. It actually put a lot of purples into Bernadette, which isn't what I wanted. It did give me a nice little cascade, though, into Bernadette. Unfortunately, now she's going to go off. But again, my strategy is built around killing her with blue tiles. If she goes off and gives me a painting, that doesn't actually stop my strategy from working, because I've already got a half dead, and now I've got some blues around there that I can actually use to hit her a little bit more. So we'll do that move. And there we go. I mean, that was extra lucky, I understand that. But it's explaining the strategy and sticking to the strategy. The only time I will try to stop my strategy, if my strategy is to kill her with blue tiles, if I get to the point where that's not going to happen, it's like, shit, now I have to abandon that strategy and try something else. I'm glad that worked out beautifully, by the way. That was good. I'm going to focus everything on good old Astrid and see if we can get the Kilio. So tough. So now that part of the strategy's worked. I've killed Bernadette with my blue tiles. Now it's just a matter of trying to understand what's going to happen. He's probably going to die from the fire damage. He's got 3 turns left, so that will kill him. So I don't want to set him off before he's going to go. So I'm not... These people over here aren't going to die, so I'd rather put tiles into them at the same time as I'm trying to get some of my own colours as well. Anything extra I do with Mina's hits, the follow-up hits, I forgot about the minions, which is annoying. But I will now take the green, as it should set Mina off again. Hopefully it doesn't set Gunctus. And, I mean, I'm just going to take the kill. It's silly not to. So now we can just get things happening. And good. So again, I hope that made a little bit of sense. I know I can rush through things a little bit sometimes when I'm trying to explain my thoughts, because it's all sort of natural to me. But it's understanding your own strategy. People that don't have a strategy, that I'm just going to take these heroes. Again, not saying it doesn't work, it can work just as well. But I feel the best way for me to play is to understand the strategy I'm using, even if it's not ideal. Like, I don't really like doing 3-2, but it's picking how you're going to kill the enemy team. Are you going to try and kill the tank with tiles? Are you taking skills to counter their skills? In which case, you can actually, sometimes it's good to let them fire first, because then you can counter them. Hope that makes sense. Hope I'm not dribbling too much. We'll move on to the next one. I'm taking 3-2. I'll take another Bernadette team. And this time, they've got 2 yellows, so it actually ties in. I'm going to take purple because I have Odile. So Odile can counter the dance, with her dance, sorry, can counter Bernadette. So we'll take Odile. We'll take 2 other purples. Because they've got yellows, I'm going to take a couple of purple hitters. I'm also thinking of making sort of a roster update, to make a video, go through my roster, even go through my base, explain all that. If you'd like to see that, drop me a comment. Let me know if there's anything specific you'd like to see. I was just thinking of, discussing my training camps, the way I set my teams up in regards to who I'm leveling and how I level them. It's not like a beginner tips thing. It's just a random thing, looking over my heroes, show you who I'm working on. Let me know if you want to see anything specific. And again, I'm talking too much. With Odile, there's no point taking too many people that give me buffs. There's no point taking Castile or Dark Feather. Really, so what I want to do is I need a bit of extra healing. If I'm taking 3 purples, I'm going to take a Void Star, I think. Although he has the same, this is the other thing, the legendary troop. So if I take Void Star, I'm thinking I do actually have 2 of those troops, so that's perfect. I forgot I leveled a second one. But I keep that in mind as well when I'm making my teams. I'm also going to take a Hunter, which is a little bit of a risk. But again, my strategy here is to stop Bernadette getting me a painting. And then, they have some hitters there, but I'm just hoping to get, if I can get some yellow tiles, some purple tiles into the yellow, then Hunter may be able to get that insanity on someone with a kill. Now, the 2 that I'm going to take, I need another healer. I've got 2 healers here that can get Hunter up and running. So to get his insanity off, I am going to take... This is where Salamata would have been quite good, because, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Anyway, who else can I take here? Definitely want a bit more healing. I'm going to take Sludgus. Actually, Sludgus is also another counter against Bernadette. So I understand that Sludgus kind of overrides Odile. There's no point having them both together, but I think that's good. They have a few hitters, which means I can do some damage on them. She's also a great healer. So now I just need another yellow. And because we're going with the insanity theme, I'm going to go Dolores. I think. Doesn't do any damage though. Random if someone else goes off. I do like the extra attack. I do like the mana gen. It's a little dangerous, but let's do that. Just to go with the insanity theme. Oh, you... God, I hate when that happens. I'm going to have to leave all that in there because I was talking so much. So we have Sludgus. I'll put Sludgus Bang. Doesn't deal. Hunter, Void Start, and yes, my idea is if I can get that little bit of extra insanity on them, if I do get into a bad spot, if things aren't going my way, then that will if things aren't going my way, if I can at least get some insanity on them, maybe it will turn things around for me. So, let's see what happens. Apologise about that. Hopefully it doesn't make this video too long. Yeah. I have been thinking about speeding one of my videos up to like, double speed, even though I'm talking, so I sound stupid. Okay, so my plan is to get one of the dancers up or to get insanity on. I obviously need purple and yellow to do that. There's not a great deal of it. I'm going to take purple move into the blue, which will then cascade the blue, which will give me some yellows as well, and hope that I get more of my colour, which is obviously something we always want. So again, I'm not going to abandon my strategy. I've got no alternate strategy I can use just yet. I've got more yellows on the board than purple, but I already have a purple match, so I will try and get some more purples, and the most obvious place I can see for doing that is over here. It's not going to put too much into Bernadette, and there's a chance I'll get a purple into the yellow, or we can get purples like that. So again, people say that was lucky, but it's sticking to my strategy. I understand what I'm trying to do, and I then do it. I don't think I'm going to get a kill on any of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wear the hit from what's his face, Armand. I'm going to set Ideal off just to get some damage and heal going. Then I'm going to I can get the kill on Bernadette with my two hitters, I believe. Should be able to. I'm actually going to take the diamond. I don't always take the diamonds. I've already got the protection up, so I'm going to take that just to make sure that I get a little bit of damage on Bernadette as well. I could take the purples on the side and just focus on killing that stupid thing, whatever its name is, Satin Pimenta. But I really want to kill Bernadette with Hunter and get insanity on the nearby. So I'm going to do a bit of damage on her with the diamond. If it sets her off, it sucks, but it doesn't really matter because I do have protection. Am I missing something there? Oh, that's right. She's a bard. My dance doesn't work. God, I'm an idiot. So again, this is where it's fine though, because I've used my strategy. I've got to the point where I can get the kill. So I'm going to use her, use him. Hopefully this doesn't accidentally kill her. No. The rest have got insanity. Now they've got 100 insanity. I had the yellow the yellows there to sort of help me out as well. So I'm just going to take that now. I do need to get rid of Astrid. Which doesn't really matter what I do at the moment. Wow, I thought she was already active. Oh, no, that's right. Anyway, I've taken her thing off with the dance. Again, even though the heroes don't always make the most sense, it's just using the strategy that you're taking. And sometimes we forget things. No one's perfect. I don't always guarantee that I'm doing the exact right thing. Like I forgot that she was going to be overridden as an example. So her insanity thing works on a buff, but obviously Sludgus and Odile get rid of her buff. So